Hey, how's it going? I hope you're having a fantastic start to the week. It is never a good sign when the question is not whether you should be fined or not, but how much you should be fined and whether your CEO should be held personally liable. Let's get started. So, Facebook is under investigation from the Federal Trade Commission or the FTC for privacy breaches. You can take your pick, whether it's storing user passwords as plain text, it's saving user data on a publicly accessible cloud, or it's selling user data to foreign agents in order to allow them to interfere in our elections. Facebook has literally put together a buffet of privacy scandals for you to choose from. Chances are, in the last 1 year, you could have randomly Googled the word Facebook and you will come up with a privacy scandal. In 2011, Facebook gave an undertaking to the FTC that they would do better when it comes to privacy, and clearly that has been breached. The FTC is under discussion on what should be the exact amount of the fine and whether Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, should be held personally liable. Facebook, for its part, has set aside $3 billion to prepare for the upcoming fine, and I have no doubt that they have also taken steps to protect Mark Zuckerberg from this upcoming liability. On the first question of how much the fine should be, Google paid the FTC $22.5 million, the largest fine ever, in 2012 for their privacy breaches of tracking users of Apple's Safari browser and serving them targeted advertising. Shocking, right? Just to give you a sense of how small the number is, in 2011, Google made $37 billion in annual sales and paid out $101 million to Eric Schmidt as total compensation and $23 million to Nikesh Arora for total compensation. Many government agencies often underestimate how much profit these big tech companies make. Moving away from the hallowed halls of technology for a bit and considering Facebook to be an actual real company like everyone else, considering them to be a bank of all our memories, then the Bank of America in 2014 was fined $16 billion, a year in which they made $80 billion in annual sales for fraudulent activities during the financial crisis. Then in 2019, a year in which Facebook is on track to make over $60 billion during the privacy crisis of this year, Facebook should be fined $7 billion, which I will remind you is less than 15% of their current liquid cash reserves of $45 billion. On the second question of whether Mark Zuckerberg should be held personally liable for all of these privacy scandals, yes, absolutely. In 2018, Trillium Asset Management, one of Facebook's shareholders, tried to create a motion in order to separate the board chairman role and the CEO role. Both of these roles are held by Mark Zuckerberg. The reason they did this was because of all the privacy scandals back then, and they wanted to insert a sense of maturity into the Facebook board. Not only did the motion fail, but Mark Zuckerberg then went on to take more voting control at Facebook. I'm not saying that Mark Zuckerberg should go to jail for all of his crimes, but I am saying that the FTC should use its position as a neutral government agency in order to make him step down and to put an oversight board in charge of Facebook. I'm interested to know what you guys think of this whole Facebook fine thing and whether you think Mark Zuckerberg should be held personally liable. Please let me know in the comment section down below. Go over to YouTube, subscribe to Blog of Note, turn on notifications so that you never miss a video, and I will see you guys in the next one.